like, why should there be a paradox at all walking into that kind of a room?
All right, welcome to the L.A Fixers podcast. My name's Alyssa. We're here with Chuck, rubbing elbows, and our guest today, Ezra.
What's up?
Thank you. What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for having me. I know you guys have a lot of heavy hitters on this show, so I feel very grateful to be included and rubbing
Feels like
elbows.
a deja vu. I love it.
A little bit of a deja vu. A little bit of introduction to Ezra. She is a public speaker, renowned. She does host events across the country. She just got asked to go teach kids actually in public speaking. And in addition to all of that, she's also an agent and more specifically focuses on commercial. Talk about heavy hitters.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, you're too kind. Thank you so much for those words.
Ezra, I'm curious, can you tell us a little bit about your start to real estate? How did you get in? When did you get your license? Who did you start with?
Absolutely. So I got my start during COVID. Before that, so I'm originally from Atlanta, and before that, I moved to LA 10 years ago. So I'm an Angelino now, but I moved here 10 years ago to work in entertainment. I was acting a little bit. I was doing commercials, independent films, things like that. And then I was working for this big commercial production company. And then COVID hit and nobody was doing anything. And my mom was actually like, you should get your license. And I was like, don't be ridiculous. Like,
So you went from doing everything an LA person says they do, which is being an actor or model, to now doing what everyone else does in the whole world and become a real estate agent.
Yeah, call me a cliche. I did it all. But yeah, she told me to get my license and I hated the idea. I hated it. I was like, I'm going to be on the side of a bus bench. People are going to draw mustaches on me. And now I don't mind. It's an average Tuesday. No, but I got my license and it honestly changed my entire trajectory. And as soon as I got my license, I started working for a very big real estate investor out
How big?
He's pretty well known. He's pretty known out in Newport
What
Beach.
area? Newport Beach.
Yeah.
I bet I can guess because I think I know the big players.
Yeah, why don't you guess, Chuck?
I think I can guess.
Okay, guess.
Does he drive fancy cars?
He does drive fancy cars.
Does he have a Bugatti?
Like I would work for any less. He does have a few,
Is
not
it
just
many?
one. It's Manny.
Shut the front door. Yeah, he's pretty big.
He's really big. And I sort of got that just randomly 4 days after I got my license. I remember I was just scrolling and I was on his page and I got that job off of Instagram.
Wow.
So speaking of social media
is
we can use it for
definitely changing
good.
real estate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's amazing connections on. Did we meet on social media?
We did. We did meet on social media.
Everything is social media now. I have such a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes I need to take a break, and then sometimes I'm like, I need to feel toxic, so I go back.
But wait, I have to ask because I have seen your social media, and I know you do these voiceover tours. Can you elaborate on that? Like, how did that come about?
So, I would go on Caravan every Tuesday and look at these gorgeous houses. And as you guys know, everybody does these little house tours on Instagram with EDM music playing. And I would see them and I'm like, how many of these videos can we possibly have? How much EDM music can one listen to? I'm not even rolling, but so I was like, I need to stand out. I need to do something different. I want to use my voice. How do I use my talent? So I would start telling a little story about the house, but sort of make it funny, like who the ideal buyer would be, or I would talk about demographics. Somebody from Venice would be like buying this insane house and then doing ayahuasca, like things like that. So then I started creating these little videos.
That's really appealing to a niche in real estate because people always want to know who bought the home, and we always think it's some billionaire, some actor. Like, no, there are plenty of people who are silent investors who are buying the home. We have no idea who lives there. Sunset Drive, all these popular streets. We're like, who lives there? So
yeah, there's a lot of inconspicuous people. I did make a mob wife video. Mob wife is fully my aesthetic. But there's a lot of inconspicuous people out there that you don't know that they have money, and they do.
Yeah,
So
I think some of the people with the most money are not even driving. Okay,
they have a driver.
No, I'm saying like they're not even driving. They're on a fucking scooter. Just zipping on Melrose like gajillionaire.
I do see that, yeah.
And
I'm like, why?
And then also the way they dress.
The way they dress. Rich people love dressing poor.
I once saw that Elon Musk wears the same shirt and outfit every day to remove, tell me what you guys think about this, a decision off of your list. So there's a study
That's
done.
funny. No, that's
no, it's a
I've
real
seen
study that
that.
says
Not
you
Elon
only.
Musk.
It's not?
No.
Who is it?
We've had this conversation before.
Is it you, Chuck?
No,
No, it's not.
It's the guy, it's Steve Jobs.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
the
they all
turtleneck.
do it though.
This is how rumors
might.
get started.
No, this
That's
is
so
how they
funny.
all do it though. They remove, you're only allowed a certain amount of good decisions a day. So the less decisions you have to make for yourself, the more decisions you can make to have money making abilities.
Yes. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Somebody was like,
Maybe
oh,
not
no. Somebody was like, yeah, Kobe Bryant had this line where the more shots you take, what is it, Leon?
It was.
Like the more you can't make shots that you don't make, and we're like, Kobe
It was
didn't say that
you
shit.
don't miss a shot.
Yeah.
You can't miss a shot that you don't take. Or
Oh, we
Sounds
something.
like
had that
somebody-
conversation, but this is a totally different one. This is about decisions.
Yeah, no, it was just for me. It was funny, just misquoting. I like making fun of women in real estate. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Women
yeah?
in real
Oh,
estate.
okay.
Let's talk
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, let's
Women
talk
in
about
real
that.
estate.
How do
I
you
love
feel?
all women in real estate.
How do you feel about being a woman in real estate?
Oh my God. First of all, I can't believe we're still talking about this in 2024. It's not like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm a woman in real estate. And then I start my day and then I figure out what to wear. But no, I mean, do we ask men?
Ask-
Chuck, how do you feel about being
I
a
wake
man
up
in real
every
estate?
morning and I say I am a man in real estate,
That sounds like a man.
and I just put on the same outfit.
Like
to work.
Steve.
One less decision a day.
Yeah.
Is that hence the plain black t-shirt
Yeah.
and the LA hat for LA Fixers?
Exactly.
I-
You guys might not know this. Me and Leo both have daughters. They're actually best friends. And we are all about empowering women, letting them know that they don't need to rely on any man. They don't need to rely on any, whatever. What do you call that? Like there's no, you can do whatever you want. There is no man, woman.
Right.
There really is no more man, woman. Now now you can identify as a squirrel. It doesn't even fucking matter.
We don't want to get canceled, but
Yeah.
that's another conversation. But being a woman in real estate, I mean, look, I don't really think about it. I don't feel like a woman. No.
Amazing.
No, I'm a person doing real estate. I wake up and I do it. And that's what it is.
Yeah. Person doing real estate.
A person doing real
However,
estate.
you do have, and this is something I feel like men see that pretty girls have an advantage. And
Thanks.
pretty girls see that as a
It's called
disadvantage.
pretty
Girl
privilege.
Let's
Yeah.
talk
It's
about
called
that.
pretty
Are
privilege.
we pushing the boundaries? We're not going to get canceled
I think
for
it's
that.
pushing it a little
Canceled
bit.
by who? YouTube? Listen, because you talked about this before, if you're talking to an investor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to sell this deal, this is a really good deal, whatever, you ran the numbers, it makes sense. Any way you slice it, it makes sense. The investor is looking at you while you're talking, thinking to himself, should I take her to Avra tonight? Does she have a boyfriend?
Please don't take me to Avra tonight.
I know some of these investors it's a person trying to put a deal together.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to get asked out. She doesn't want to get hit on. But that's the thing that's the disadvantage.
That's the disadvantage.
That is the disadvantage, but I do believe that that's the disadvantage in any industry.
Agreed.
You see it across Hollywood, you see it in business, you see it in medicine too. I have some dentist friends and doctor friends, and
Ooh, are they single?
you see, it's happening.
Oh no, he's literally becoming the statistic.
So we see it across the board.
Yeah.
And real estate is no different.
I want to go back to your real estate journey. Where did you go after you left Manny Koshman, everything you learned there? Because that was in Newport Beach, and now you're in LA, baby girl. You're in Beverly Hills.
So I was commuting to Newport Beach 2 or 3 times a week, which I didn't mind because I loved my job there. I was selling high ticket sales. So I was selling his real estate program, his investment program, to people all over the country that wanted to learn from him. And his program goes up to $100,000. And I was selling that over Zoom,
Manny,
not even
where's
in
her check
person.
rate?
So I know, residuals. But that I learned so much from that. I learned about syndication deals. I learned about investing not only in California, but in Arizona and Texas. And then a year after that, I really felt like, okay, if I can sell $100,000 program, I think I can sell more than that. I think I can sell real estate. So
I have a question. Sorry.
no, it's okay.
But I feel
Cutting
like
off
this
a
is
woman, that's fine.
I feel like it's a perfect opportunity to cut you off so I can make you some money. Manny, look at this. Look at this shout out you're getting. Please share your Venmo on the screen. But
Cash
I
App.
feel like if it is a program that works, and I feel like he knows his stuff very, very well.
He knows what he's doing.
And his program is selling, we should definitely tag him in this video and let him repost us, right?
Why not?
Do it.
Exactly.
Okay. That's good. I like that. Next question. Let's go.
Which company did you go to after Manny?
After Manny, I moved to the agency. And that was.
Were you on the show?
Honestly, I should have been on more of the show, but I was on the first episode for like a
Really?
second.
I recognize it.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us what you did.
Take a
Tell us what
selfie.
you
So
did.
I had a really big part on that show. I just sat there and I had resting bitch face the whole time, showing off all my skills and talents.
Right.
Oh.
So yeah, no, that was great. That was cool. And if there's any other real estate casting watching, I'm right here.
Oh wow, you already casted on here.
I'll give you my Venmo too.
But you told me you're with L.A Estate Brokerage. So what led you to go there?
Yeah, I was there for a year. It was amazing. I worked on a really big team. I learned a lot. And then soon after, I moved to my good friend's brokerage, L.A Estate Brokerage. And they're very niche. They do a lot of high-end leases and sales. And they
Can we
work.
name drop?
They name drop. That's what I do best. No, but we work with a lot of music industry people. We sold a house to French
So
Montana.
you went with the rap battle theme.
Yo Gotti. Well, you can't take the girl out of Atlanta. Or you take the girl out Atlanta out of the girl. How does it go?
Yeah. Hot Lana.
No one says that.
I just said it.
Nobody from Atlanta says that.
No, people from LA say it. Because Atlanta, most people don't know, is in New Jersey.
So now he's mansplaining where Atlanta is to me.
Mansplaining is when someone is explaining.
Okay.
Again, going back to I have a daughter who's the love of my life. I don't cut her off. I want to push her to the top and make sure she has everything she needs.
Okay.
So just know that
That's
that's my
nice.
position on.
Yes, I know. I got it.
Good.
No worries. But I want to know, after all this, going from Manny, going to the agency, going to LA Estate Brokerage, it sounds like you had a lot of hard work. So what's your biggest struggle?
The hard work I had to do. No, my biggest struggle. I don't know. I mean,
Being a woman? I'm just kidding.
yeah, being a woman. Oh my God, it's so hard being a woman in real estate. No, I don't really think about that. I just think of myself as a person in real estate.
Right.
You were asking something. We were talking about something with suits. What was about?
I do. I want to ask you a big question. So there was a controversial subject that did go on Buying Beverly Hills. And I know you're on the show briefly, but I think it's a very controversial subject that we should address. And it was that there was a comment made that one of Mauricio's daughters couldn't handle being in a room of suits. And I was like watching this and my eyes were shocked. I was like, why would you say that to someone, that someone can't handle a room full of suits, when even watching the show without even knowing them, it looks like she could. But I'm asking you, how do you handle a room full of men in suits? I know Chuck has a t-shirt on. He's super relaxed right now. But if he had a suit on, does that change the game? Or how do you handle yourself in those type of rooms?
I love a good suit. I don't think men wear suits enough. What are we talking about? That generation of suits is gone. But I think you're asking me metaphorically, right? The suit symbolizes power. And so how do I feel being in a room full of powerful men? Is that the question?
Yes, exactly.
Where are those rooms? I love those rooms. What's wrong with those rooms? I think
that answer.
those rooms are great. I don't understand why we're even having any sort of, like, why should there be a paradox at all walking into that kind of a room? Would a man be uncomfortable walking into a room full of powerful women?
Right.
I don't think I would, but every man's different. I feel nowadays, I think you're right. I don't think there is enough men wearing suits. Usually, if now a guy's wearing a suit, he's doing Uber Black.
Right.
It's not enough of it. So
Yeah, there isn't enough of it. So
I mean, I personally know someone who is a lawyer and a pilot and also a real estate investor. Like,
I
they
think I
can't
know
wear
who you're
enough
talking
hats. Yeah, we have the same private pilot, I think. You know him. You know him.
we're talking about the private pilot.
Yeah. But you also, I want to ask you as well. So there's a subject going around about these agents that are really thriving, and the subject is nepotism.
ooh, Nepo babies. What I wouldn't give to be a Nepo baby. The life. When a Nepo baby complains, I'm just like, Are you fucking stupid? You have everything handed to you. What are you complaining about? Now you're complaining because you don't have a struggle.
Right.
Yeah. Are we talking about anyone specific?
Isn't it like half of LA?
It's half of LA. It is half of LA. It seems
It's
like
half
they're
of the real estate
dominating-
world. That's
They're
for sure.
dominating the real estate world.
I mean, listen, my daughter, hopefully my son too, will be, running my portfolio, running my businesses, getting into real estate. I want them to get into real estate. My daughter was like, I want to be a vet. I'm like, a vet? You want to go into school for the next 6-7 years? Like, we can just buy a clinic and you can have your involvement with that. Like, why
Right.
do all that? That's my thing.
Especially when we're so high tech now, where social media really is changing. You have buyers going on Zillow, not even requesting a specific agent and just saying, I want to write an offer because I've seen enough of this home. What do we think of that?
I actually had an experience like that a few months ago during the Grammys. I posted a video, one of my voiceover videos, and an old friend who I forgot about, some friend I am, I forgot about him, but he saw my video and he said, me and my little team entourage, we're coming to LA for the Grammys. I saw your video and we need to lease out a house like this for like a month. And just because of that video, I helped him find a house. I leased it out. And then after he leased it out, someone he knew wanted to buy that house off of social media.
Wow.
Nice. That's
So it's really
awesome.
working.
Yeah.
I know you have connections. I work here with Chuck. We specialize in off-market properties. And I even reached out to you.
I know.
And-
Don't we have a call coming up?
Yeah,
We're waiting to hear back.
we literally do have a call coming up. But one of the things I in listening to your whole story, it seems like you've gone from residential real estate to commercial real estate. What would you say to someone making the switch?
Don't. No, it's, you really have to have a love for the numbers. It's a numbers game. And I mean real numbers, not like girl math, but like, there's a lot of business behind it. Not that residential isn't business, but it's a lot more emotional. And you really have to kind of get into the gritty numbers and you have to love that.
What is girl math?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
explain.
sure your daughter's definitely pulled girl math on you.
She's 12. I don't know if she has.
I think 12 is like right when it starts.
Yeah. Girl math is...
Girl math is buying things on sale, so thinking you can buy more of it because you're saving money.
Oh, yeah, girl math.
Girl math.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Buying, not buying a Starbucks so you can spend $300 at Sephora.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's girl math.
Tell me, do you consider yourself techie, like in a sense of like using, I don't know, ChatGPT or using any specific apps that you would recommend or?
What are your favorite apps?
I'll be honest with you. I really haven't used ChatGPT yet. I still feel like that human touch of, and I'm talking about creative, like for my own personal like videos when I'm writing or trying to be creative. I think that personal human touch is really, really important, and I still like to use that. And I feel like ChatGPT and AI, I know that our world is getting dominated by it. And there's
agree.
definitely a lot of good use for it, but I
is
feel
a-
like there's a lot of dangers. And I feel like if we move into this world where we start losing that human touch, it's just going to become really dystopian, I feel. And I'm trying to preserve a little bit of that as much as I can.
100%.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would agree. It is a world full of creators. We actually have a social media day planned out just for creating content. And I think if you're not jumping on this bandwagon, I know a lot of people didn't jump on bandwagons. I mean, I wish I would have invested in Bitcoin when that dropped, but like, here we are.
I did Doge. Do you guys remember Doge? Doge to the moon.
Yes.
I did it.
But I think the real thing is if you're not creating for yourself, you're a viewer. You're going to be watching. And you're just scrolling, and we're just sucked into this whole social media aspect when really we still need to turn it into, Lear always says this, a money-making activity. Like, are you creating content just because, or are you profiting off of it? And how can you tailor that to your business?
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you're creating content, you have to really think about what's going to set you apart, what's going to make you different. And if we're all using AI and if we're all using ChatGPT, that sense of pluralism is really we're going to lose it.
I agree.
I think we're close to the end of losing it.
I'm about to lose it.
No, I'm
Oh,
serious.
no. The world is a little bit in chaos.
A little bit of chaos.
Listen, first of all, if you follow South Park, they're usually ahead of the curve. I don't know if you ever watch South Park.
Oh, they are.
They are, and The Simpsons too.
Yeah, but like South Park did an episode where all the kids were using ChatGPT to do their homework, and the teacher was really upset about it. So the teacher used ChatGPT to grade those homework, right? And it was basically ChatGPT working with ChatGPT, and
They do that in real life.
yeah, they do that in real life already.
Wow.
But I'm saying like South Park was already ahead of that. Last year they already did an episode on that.
Yeah.
So I feel like now I don't know what's happening with this world.
I don't know what's happening either, but I will say I do kind of envy South Park for just being able to say whatever they want and do whatever they want, and nobody cancels South Park. And I think that's the last little
Or
you can
Family
say
Guy.
whatever you want. What would you
Or
like?
Family
Say
Guy.
whatever
without
you
getting
want.
canceled.
Yeah.
No way. I'm gonna keep it very,
Cartoon version.
very. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a crazy world out there. But I will say this.
And vice versa. Remember you said you can identify as a squirrel?
Yeah.
But even like movies
Is that
now.
how you identify now?
No, I don't identify as a squirrel.
No, but like even if you look at Hollywood, even if you look at movies and TV shows, it's changed so much. There's things that you can say. There's certain writing that they have that it's changed so much in the last 20 years.
Yes.
You know,
And there's people
it was
that are-
better before. No, I'm kidding.
And speaking of buying, there are people that are buying that maybe make quick money, like TikTokers and influencers. Those are a completely different category
Yeah.
of people that are buying homes versus old money. I mean, they have billions in the bank and they'll barely buy a $500,000 home. So there's two completely different buyers, people that are ready to spend all their money and people that are not. So our economy is really being driven into people far right and far left.
You know, there was a statistic that in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, you ask a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? It was like fireman. I want to be a this. I want to be a cop.
Doctor, lawyer.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Now, 80% of the kids want to be influencers. 80%.
Well, I think that there's an actual class now at like an Ivy League school. I don't know which school,
No.
but there's an actual become an influencer or like the science behind influencing.
I
I'm
know
like
Kim
science
Kardashian.
behind
Does she give you
influencing.
Kim Kardashian
A little
vibes?
bit.
Kim Kardashian.
Especially if you look at her screen, look at that. She looks like Kim right there.
I mean, she
guys,
created her
hi.
own law school at Harvard. She has a law class at Harvard that it's Kim Kardashian inspired. Isn't that interesting?
I mean, listen, there's Tupac inspired classes, Taylor Swift inspired classes.
Wait.
Nowadays, it's a business, you know?
Wait,
It's a
she's from
business.
Atlanta. Isn't that a popular song?
Which one?
Magic City on a Monday.
Oh my God, stop. Let's keep this PG.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What else are we going to
say
do on a
PG?
Monday? Yeah, sorry.
says that
G.
anymore.
No one says PG anymore. I've given away my age.
What is your age? No, I'm kidding.
Oh no! Here we go with the man asking the woman
Honestly,
questions.
Cementing
it
his
makes-
place as a
listen,
man.
It makes no difference to me. Seriously. It makes no difference to me if you're 20, 30, 40. Makes no difference to me. I know you're probably in your 20s, but it makes no difference to me.
Well, yeah, it shouldn't, Chuck.
Why would it?
It seems like you're a niche realtor and you have some things working for you. What advice would you give to people on how to get the clients that you have and how do you help them?
How to get the clients. Okay, look, real estate is a people business. It really is. Somebody in real estate is going to want to work with you because they like you and they believe in the fact that you can get something done. So I also think that a lot of it is your own, whatever is your own self-concept. So if you have a specific self-concept of yourself, that's what you're going to really reflect and that's what you're going to mirror back.
People know Chuck is the L.A Fixers off-market go-to guy.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck is like a hustler. I mean, he's created this business of himself and he's doing well. But I think that started because he had that concept of himself that he could do that and he believed that.
Right.
And then I think that is actually materializes in the world. It does. But it is a lot of networking and talking to people and you really have to be yourself. You really have to just let your own personality shine. Don't chat GPT it. Be yourself.
Yeah, it's a big thing. And you got to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, it'll show.
You do have to love it. Yeah. You really do have to love it.
It'll show.
So be yourself.
Oh, I
Be
love it.
yourself. By the way,
Great advice.
on that note, what is if you could start any rumor about yourself, what would it be?
Oh my God, I love that. Let's start the one where I'm dating a billionaire. Because that's what you thought, right? When I walked in, I love that I give off those vibes.
She's dating a billionaire.
Let's start telling people I'm dating a billionaire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And speak it into
A
existence.
hidden billionaire. They'll definitely help you with your real estate deals.
It will intimidate some of the real millionaires, though.
We're not doing M's anymore. We're doing B's. So no more M's. Wow. We're in the B's.
Okay.
Well, I love that you've inspired me, especially, to be yourself truly, and it will help you in real estate, I think in life as well. You've taken your public speaking, niched it to your work. You've helped out people. I think being confident and being radiant in who you are.
Thank you. I think that's another thing I really, really do like to... If I know that I've had a positive impact or effect on someone, that means a lot to me. Like the public speaking, I really love. My voiceovers, if somebody laughs at it, I feel good. I mean, I do need validation. No, but it's nice. I feel happy that that I could do that. Do you guys validate? No, but it's nice. I mean, the summer camp coming up where I can teach kids to sort of be confident and use their voice. It's nice. And I really do think that's what it's about. And it's also about the commission
What's
check.
the largest group that you've ever spoken?
I thought you were going to say, what's the largest commission check you got?
I was like, what's the most rewarding thing in real estate? But I feel like you just said it, the money.
The money. Because why else? No, but the largest group that I've spoken in front of, I did this event. I was the host of this huge art event in Houston in January. And that was a really huge opportunity for me. The governor of Texas was there. There was a lot of important people there. And I think that was maybe like 3,000 people, 2,500, 3,000 people. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm fully...
You could have the new roast. You could have like a roast and we can roast Chuck.
We can roast Chuck. Yeah.
Hey, I identify as a squirrel. You guys can roast those nuts. Listen.
No.
Gross. He's
Not
like,
my nuts.
he's like,
Those
who says gross anymore?
No one says that anymore. Oh boy, this took a turn.
I mean, it's, Netflix is a joke came out, so like, we could definitely do that.
I went to see it Friday night. I went to see Netflix as a joke. Mark Normand.
Did you store enough nuts?
Oh,
in your
Mark
mouth?
is so funny.
Oh my God.
He's so good.
Unbelievably witty and clever and sharp. He reminds me of you a little bit.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, she's
Let's
always
get him
funny.
on.
I think
Yeah.
that's how you get your clients. You just make them laugh. And then you're like, yeah, sign this deal. Sign it right here. And they're
Sign it right here.
while they're signing.
Yeah, they're like, you're a woman in real estate. And then they laugh. And then we do the deal.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a tie? No.
Big girl.
I'm going to use Chuck as my ghostwriter.
Literally.
Yeah.
He has to. He's going to definitely do the lyrics for your next voiceover tour.
Let's do voiceovers. I'm down.
Oh, all of our off market.
I'd love to.
Make a story.
Yeah, I will.
Except TikTok's about to be banned. So
TikTok's about to be banned.
So what's the largest commission check you ever got?
You know what, Ez? It's been amazing having you on the show. I hope you come back to rub some elbows with us.
Whoa, dog.
That was a little too. It's like 2 PM. At least wait till it gets dark.
Get her a drink.
Take me to dinner first.
Oh, Avra, right? You were going to take her to Avra?
Not me.
Oh.
Not me.
Oh, but the investors.
See, this is how rumors get started.
This is how rumors get started.
Taking
The
her to
billionaire,
Alabama.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it was very, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you for having me.
Amazing.